and this is a quick guide for all you need to know about challenge mode Altruia. In this guide, I will go through every boss mechanic, what you do to get past each phase, and what happens to you if you don't. I'll also provide some quick team comp suggestions, and at the end of the video, I'll showcase a playthrough with a neutral element team. That's a team that's not primarily made up of iron units, but still has one to get through that elemental QTE phase. And it's also going to show you how you can shoot down each Saintess's Halo one by one every time. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't want to miss it, and you definitely don't want to miss that portion of the video either. So please consider a subscribe and like, and let's get into it. Okay, so as the fight starts, you're going to see Altruia is going to target your highest attack damage carry. In this case, this is going to be Roppy Red Hood, and you're going to see the target on Roppy Red Hood down here. And then, as you can see there, Crown's going to block that with her buff. These buffs up here on Altruia, you can't do anything about them. They're on there for the whole fight. So we're going to switch over to Crown for this QT. We're going to reload with her real quick while Crown's burst is up. So that fast reload. And at this point, we're going to use Crown to shoot down the QTEs. That way, Roppy, Red Hood, and Eve are keeping the damage on Altruia the whole time, so keeping your score a little bit higher than could be if you were to use Roppy or Eve to shoot these QTEs. So we're going to use pause desync in order to shoot them down as quickly as possible, just like that. We're going to come back to the main body here. You're also going to see these purple balls shooting down. There's nothing you can do about them. They're random. You're going to have to kind of either cover them if you can't tank them, bring a healer to heal through them. The whole idea is you don't want to cover, you want to keep putting damage out on Altruia the whole time. So you want to bring a healer or somebody who can help you tank them, like Crown. Otherwise, you may have to cover if you're not as well invested as some others. Altruia is going to spawn, she's going to glow yellow as you just saw, and she's going to spawn 9 Saintess's Halos, and they glow blue, so you're definitely going to know that they're up there. There's 9 of them. I like to start targeting at the one at the top. There's 1 at the top, 2 kind of at the bottom, and then 3 on each side for 9 of them. Roppy Red Hood makes this so easy because Roppy, you can just shoot at the top half of Altruia's body for her rockets to blow the top side ones. You shoot at the bottom of her body, it blows up the bottom side ones. That way you lose no downtime putting out damage on Altruia. However, this works with Roppy on other teams, such as if you go for the neutral team, like with SBS and Liberalio, because that's what a lot of people have invested, and it does respectable damage. You're going to have to actually shoot them one by one. But let's see how this works with Roppy Red Hood now. So I'm going to go to Roppy, so you can see up there, boom, those are down. We're going to move down a little bit and shooting at the bottom. Those are already down. I mean, you can't see much with Crown's buff in the way, but you can see the halos have been bopped, and basically the consequences of not bopping them means that Altruia will put up a shield. You won't be able to do any damage to her through that shield. And it does depend upon how many of those halos you knock down. So if you don't knock down any, the shield lasts for a long time. But let's say you got down to 1 last halo and you didn't get that one down. Well, the shield doesn't last for very long at all. However, if you're really trying to go for a high score or squeeze out the most damage you can, you're really going to want to get all of those halos down. Sorry, I'm still really sick in this video. Next up, we're going to have a really big QTE that spawns. You do need to kill the whole QTE. It's a wipe if you don't. So let's kill that QTE. Same as those 2 early elemental QTEs. It is a wipe if you don't kill them. So we're going to do it with Roppy. We're going to start here. We're going to move through. We're going to move through. Easy, right? Easy. Escape, move, escape, move, escape, move. Easy, just like that. Reload. Come back up on the ball. She sits there. She lets you shoot her for a little bit. And at this point, we're going to get a new stage. It's going to be these almighty shields that come up on each side. And so you just got to shoot them down. You got to shoot them down. So that's one down. Move to the next. And that's going to be another down fairly soon. You have enough time to do it in 2 burst rotations. So it's not a huge deal if you don't get them all down within 1 rotation. Go back onto the boss, and at that point the gameplay loop actually repeats. For the most part, there is an AoE small damage that comes up about at 1.5 minutes, but until then we have the halos spawning again up here. So I'm just playing as Roppy Red Hood. There goes the top ones. We're gonna move down a little bit. There goes the bottom ones, and that's it for that one. Roppy Red Hood makes it so easy. She makes it very easy on the eyes. Here comes the AoE. You can see everybody's being targeted. Now I can tank that. This might be something that you have to hide for, but Crown makes it so easy. Crown just makes it simple to tank. Now here come the almighty shields again. Popped, and we popped another one. All within one burst window. Now you can see the purple balls are still flying throughout the fight. Those are going to keep happening. The halos come back up. So this is the gameplay loop at the second half. So we're going to abuse Roppy Red Hood again to pop the halos. And they've been popped. So if you don't do these QTEs, it's a team-wide wipe. You have to do them. Use Crown to do them, or use whichever elemental non-burst you have. So when you fail that QTE, bye everybody. Time to retry. Okay, that is the gameplay loop. So let's now get in a full run.
Makes したから一緒に花見でもどうだ。一撃で切ってやろう。気が散るな。
とっておきの看板。静かな眠りを妨げるものは全部消えて。
もう一度行く。長引きそうだ。遠くに出したから一緒に花見でもどうだ。最後の一滴まで絞り出せ。
とっておきの看板。静かな眠りを妨げるものに代償を。
時間がかかりすぎた。
All right, so here are some teams that you could possibly play. This first team here is a pretty standard Roppy Red Hood team. Doesn't really require you to have limited units. You can put Privity here. Privity should have a treasure here. If you do have Eve from the Stellar Blade collab, you might want to get rid of Treasure Helm here. Put Privity where Treasure Helm is. For this team, you probably have this team. This is a team that everybody can make. These units are all an ordinary recruit. It's a fantastic team, and I showcase you how to use this team. In this team, once again, loads of people should have Snow White, Heavy Arm Snow White. You may have pulled Chisato. She's a great unit on this boss. You can just get by with one copy. This is going to be a Treasure Miranda. Blanc, we should have her. Rouge, we should have her. And this is the shotgun team. Now, you may have not been around for Summer Dorothy, but hopefully you were. She's an amazing unit. Everybody else is part of Ordinary Recruit. You can use everybody here. And another team, this is Treasure Moran. You definitely need Treasure Moran, otherwise she won't work here. Again, here's a Stellar Blade unit. Hopefully you have her. If you don't have Raven, you can use Bunny Milk. Hard to play, high investment, high skill. You could use Laplace, much easier to play, but she's not nearly as strong. Bunny Aid, Cindy, and Mihara, all an Ordinary Recruit. Good teams. Find what works for you. You know, it might be different. And hey, if you need more team comp advice, join the Discord. So that fight was not bad at all. I found that this boss was one of the easier ones. I think sometimes the collab solo raid bosses can be a little bit easier than you know, the regular bosses that come through. So I kind of enjoyed it. I like a nice boss. I like a good time. And if you liked it too, let me know below. Tell me all about the bosses you like. Till then, let's make a new video soon.